This reading is for Zariyah, Elon. Date of birth, March 4th, 1972. Life path or birth path, number 8. And the current cycle year that you're in 2025 is the 8th cycle. Yes, I'm just going to speak candidly and share some insights that I've kind of written down for you, Zariyah. You're in a time of your life where you are thinking of and seeing the bigger picture. You're more stable than you have been in a long time. You're appreciative and you have a newfound respect for life and truth. Where there is light, shadows do appear. So we definitely give the other side of it. So we admonish you to be mindful of any aggression and selfishness that may arise, and the counting of every reward and payment you receive from others that may bring about a detriment to your relationships. This is a time to walk in your personal power and to be mindful of what that power does in your life, maintaining your integrity above all things. Call on understanding as well so that it may bind with your ambition. Remain even tempered in all situations and circumstances that you may find yourself in, and you will be rewarded. The taking in of air or the breath is called involution. When we breathe in, we're bringing in the energies from the cosmos, actually. We receive from the higher realms on a consistent basis. And it's good if we are intentional with this involution and this invoking of the breath and of the higher energies. The settled inspiration in our bodies give us our finite structural form, and we go through the phases of evolution, which produces the quality of our minds. So as we evolve, as we become what we're becoming, our mind is growing and developing consistently. What we feed ourselves also fuels our mind. Okay. The previous 7 years of your life have allowed for the seeding and cultivation of the harvest that you are ready to reap and receive now in your life. You have been through many hard times, testing periods, and growth spurts. Even profound times of stillness and awakening have found you at a time when you wanted to do, be, and have more. That was the time you needed to settle your spirit and emotions deeply within yourself. You have such a fierce power whirling in and around you that you must allow yourself to rest at times. Whether it be for a day, a month, or a year is up to you. So tap into your own energy and know the correct time for resting and allow yourself that, regardless of what's going on around you. Don't worry about other people's opinions and what they're going to say about you and what they're looking for you to produce and so forth. No, when it's time to rest, it's just simply time for you to rest. You are not here to please others or to answer to others, except in willful service. If you're making an agreement to serve someone in a certain capacity, then honor that agreement, definitely, and know that you have made a choice to do that. So, of course, when you've completed the service, when you completed that honoring of the agreement and doing what's your end of the bargain, then it's good to know and tap into how you're feeling at that moment when you're at peace, at a settled point. You are your own authority and you answer to your higher power. You have the ability to see the most efficient, effective, and economical ways of carrying out your goals, and you can advise others how to do the same for themselves. Your energy is like a magnet that draws accumulation to it. In realizing this, it is always good to use discernment in all things and follow your intuition or divine guidance. Because, of course, accumulation can be good, can be other, I don't necessarily use the terms good and bad, but definitely look and see what is serving you, what's serving your highest good when you're accumulating and attracting to yourself. See if it's something that comes in the form of parasitical energy that's coming to just suck you dry and so forth. At that point, I would recommend that you do cleansing baths. Use Epsom salt in the baths. Even if you shower, use baking soda in your hand to do a soft scrub of your aura and energy field. That's very helpful. You have entered a time when you have the highest probability of success in whatever it is you have put in the work towards accomplishing. As you receive and take in your rewards for your labor, it is wise to save as much as you can to prepare for the storms as well as the resting periods that lay ahead. So, yes, you're receiving, you're earning, you're bringing in, you're reaping the benefits of your labor and efforts, but be mindful of the times where you won't be in this time frame. You won't be in this harvest season. The seasons do change. Know that the time of rest is also approaching. Generally, what you have when you're in a period of your 8th cycle, this is a time of harvesting, time of receiving in abundance, but the number 9 comes after 8. And number 9 represents death and rebirth. So you definitely want to allow for the healing, the stillness, the contemplative time to see what you've accomplished in your life in these previous cycle years and so forth. I usually give a full 9 cycles, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each year represents a particular cycle year that you're in. So be mindful of what's to come, that, the harvest time is only a short time to live through. Okay, and when one prepares to go diving underwater, this is just as an example, they take in so much air as possible and hold it in. The body naturally releases small amounts of air through exertion. So just understanding as you take in, you're needing that supply for the long haul, for the activities, for the things that you're going to be doing. So don't just blow all the air out, because you're going to need the oxygen if you're underwater. That's just as an example. Be mindful of the steps you take and keep your oil full for your lamp so that you will be able to shine when your light is needed. Okay, don't allow yourself to be totally drained and so forth. For you, Zariyah, feelings run very deeply, and there is a chance that you avoid feeling your own emotions and rather become consumed with the feelings of others. There is nothing wrong with knowing what you want and expressing it to those who love you and care for you. This is what helps you get the acknowledgement you need and want. You actually have a knack for turning the spotlight on others and making them feel seen and heard. This is a beautiful attribute that attracts others to you. Don't throw away this part of yourself when life becomes too overwhelming. This is your superpower, your ability to relate to others in all types of situations. So recognize that your interaction with others and seeing them where they are, meeting them where they are, seeing what they're going through, feeling their emotions, being empathetic, this is your superpower. But don't allow it to pull you in so deeply that you forget that you are an individual as well, that you are human as well. So find time to separate your own emotions from the emotions of others. And, involve yourself with self-care activities and enjoyment, adventurous things in life. Blow off some steam at various times when you can. In love, your best partner would be independent and adventurous. They're very accepting of you because they wield their own self-confidence from within themselves. Avoid the types who want you to take care of them as that would be a very draining experience for you. You and your partner should be independent and enjoy a level of freedom and trust between the two of you. Avoid codependent situations at all costs. Be sure that boundaries are respected and you're able to have your much coveted alone time when needed. Being alone is how you replenish your energy and personal power. Yet it is best to maintain a healthy balance with an active social life because you have a tendency to isolate yourself at times. So you can, recognize whether this resonates with you, or maybe you've gotten to a point where you already balance this out in your life. Um, don't allow yourself to isolate and hide away from the world, basically, is what this is saying. But balance it out with enjoying yourself and getting into activities where you're, being social and so forth. You could excel as an entrepreneur or a business executive in the areas of education, psychology, music, and art. Magic and mysticism may interest you as well. Keeping an open heart is ideal as it goes with your incredible capacity to empathize with others. In all things, it's better to go it alone than to be controlled by anyone. Speaking of the relationship and everything, you definitely don't want to get with someone who's controlling you, or they want to hold the power that you possess for themselves and draw from you and suck you dry. You know, that wouldn't be conducive to the work that you're here to do. When walking in your power, you know what you want and go after it. Intense, willful, and focused are words that well describe your personality, and others are drawn to your vitality and magnetic energy. When you're into something, you can go deeper than most people. If you're struggling, you may shut down because of fear of judgment and repression. These are just examples. Be mindful of the times that you might feel angry and resentful, and don't allow these types of emotions to consume you and make it difficult to see the other person's perspective. So definitely, if you find yourself in these type of situations where someone is trying to control you, they're trying to tell you what to do, they're trying to take over everything that you're establishing for yourself, it can bring about emotions of anger, resentfulness, and you'll want to kind of lash out and be openly expressive when you have these powerful feelings coursing through you. But understand that sometimes there can be misunderstandings. There can also be an opportunity present to calmly express yourself and to share these feelings in a healthy way, where the other person might recognize, oh, I shouldn't have done this, or I should have been more mindful of you. Because people do have the mindset of apologizing. They can sometimes be going through something themselves and kind of take it out on you, or they could be fearful and wanting to hold you to themselves because they're afraid to lose you. Maybe they've had other traumatic situations and relationships and circumstances that pop up, and then they like, oh, I found something good, I don't want to lose it. So allow yourself to kind of give grace to these type of circumstances. And when you're feeling these things, it's okay to acknowledge the feelings that come up, but give yourself grace and also the others involved. Find a close friend who you can share your most vulnerable feelings with, and who can help you stay accountable for the way that you respond to difficult situations. So get an accountability partner. Get someone who you can vent to at times and who will maintain your confidentiality and secrecy and so forth. But you definitely need that outlet. Even the strongest among us need a soft place to land at times. In your later years, you are more self-assured than you may have been in earlier times. Once you believe that you have a right to be heard, your destiny is to educate, motivate, entertain, and inspire others with your magical integrity. This concludes the reading. This was a basic personality and life cycle reading by Soleil Rain of Soleil T. Rain International Incorporated. If you'd like to schedule other readings, certainly send us an email to soleatransformation@gmail.com. Wholeness to you, Zariyah. Gratitude for allowing me to do this reading for you. Much love to you. Peace.